I left the office with my chest still open. The therapist said my name and I nodded like I knew it. Downtown is crawling in a silver downpour. Wipers cut the glass into two moving windows. Red lights bloom ahead like wounds in a row. My hands on the wheel, feeling older than I look. A receipt on the seat, folded into a small flag. I should throw it away, but I keep reading the date. The radio host says some towns are underwater. His voice keeps drifting through the hiss in the tires. I'm not falling apart, I'm not holding together. Just sitting in the gap between one thing and the next. The windows are fog, my breath makes a shape. I watch it disappear before I can name it. Rain on the glass, and I stay still. Brake lights ahead, and I stay still. Rain on the glass, I don't know why. Brake lights ahead, I let it pass. A bus pulls up beside me, its eyes all street white. Somebody in the back laughs at a phone screen. I can't tell if that's envy or just distance talking. Every face in the glow looks halfway to somewhere. The wipers keep time like they're trying to tell me there's a pattern in this. If I sit long enough, I said things today I didn't say for years. They came out uneven like coins from a torn pocket. And now the night has a hand on the hood, quietly pressing so I don't rush away. I'm not fixed, I know that's not what this is. I'm just hearing myself in a different room. The cab behind me throws a long horn blast and leaves me standing inside the west sound. Rain on the glass, and I stay still. And I stay still. Rain on the glass, I don't know why. Brake lights ahead, I let it pass. The host says goodnight to the people out there, to the truckers, the nurses, the ones still moving. I turn the dial down to nothing but static in the rain. My signs on the tired windshield. For one clean second, I don't reach for a label. I don't ask it to me more than what is. Just red, just wet, just the engine breathing, just me in the middle of the long downtown. Rain on the glass, and I stay still. Brake lights ahead, and I stay still. Pulled off with a map ends past the gas station sign. Closed convenience store, paper windows dead inside. I walked like I had a right to be there, like nobody would know. Took the road by the ball court, rest on the backboard glow. The old court was empty, chain that tapping in the wind. Crack paint under my shoes, same circle, different skin. I kept my face down low past porches and trimmed hedges. A dog barked once behind the gate, and the whole block went to edges. Street lights flickered away, then flinched back out again. I saw my childhood house, small as a held in breath. Windows dark, front steps bare, like it had learned to wait. And I stood there in the cold, not a kid, not really safe. I came back, quiet as a fault line. Nobody heard the wheels, nobody read the sign. Came back with my name out of sight, and the street kept on like I was never mine. Mailbox leaning left, numbers half gone gray. A welcome mat curled up like it lost its way. The lilac bush was cut back hard, the same swing hung still. I could hear my own shoes louder than I will. A porch light clicked on and off in the second flat. I ducked under the maple, let the dark have that. I thought about the hallway, the dent in the wall by the frame, how I used to race that floorboard calling out my own name. Now the silence had weight, and it pressed on my throat. Every yard I passed, war story I outgrew. I wanted one clean sign, some simple change of hand, but the neighborhood just stared like it didn't understand. I came back, quiet as a fault line. Nobody heard the wheels, nobody read the sign. Came back with my name out of sight, and the street kept on like I was never mine. I stood where the driveway bends, cold night in my teeth. The kitchen window dark, no shade moving beneath. I could picture the table, the chip mug, the cereal box, but the picture sat on top of me and never unlocked. So I let it be a house, not a door I had to use. Let it be a block of years. I was never asked to choose. If I didn't, I could stay. A thing I couldn't lose. If I didn't say my name, then it couldn't prove. I came back, quiet as a fault line. Nobody heard the wheels, nobody read the sign. Came back with my name out of sight, and the street kept on like I was never I walked the long block once, then once again for shade. Past the empty court, past the stores with taped up panes, past the house that held my bones and didn't call me back, past the porch where the dark sat down like it knew the track. Cold air in my collar, hands deep in my coat. I was standing in the same place with the stranger's pulsing throat. Not lost exactly, not found exactly either. Just someone crossing through where someone used to linger. I didn't turn the latch. I let the windows keep their silence. I let the street lights crack. Then I drove away slow with the whole town in the glass, and the part of me that lived here staying in the past. Past midnight in the private spot, the pool throws silver on the ceiling, white marble under my bare feet, and the whole room is too clean to trust. Steam climbs slow over the mirrors, turning every face into weather. A piano somewhere down the hall keeps touching the same three notes. I left my shoes by the bench, like they might make a sound. My phone keeps lighting up in my palm. I let the screen go cold, 3 missed calls, a chain of blue pings. I watch them sink under the glass. The water barely moves, just a soft bruise of reflection. My name keeps showing and fading on a dead black rectangle. I came in for quiet. I got polished silence. I got a room that costs too much and still won't hold me still. Steam on the mirror, my face comes and goes. I wipe it away and it's back again. I thought peace had a price tag, I thought it came with a key. But my chest stays loud in a room this soft. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. Not in this water, not in this sleep. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. It doesn't stay when you pay to keep it. I sit on a warm stone edge and count the 1,000 rows, each one a little square of moonlight trapped under my toes. The robe smells like detergent, the air smells like chlorine and flowers. Nothing here is meant to hurt me, that is what hurts. I scroll once, then stop, a thumbprint on a locked door. The messages keep arriving like rain against the car window. I don't answer anybody, not because I'm above it, just because I don't know how to be reached and still be rest. Steam on the mirror, my face comes and goes. I wipe it away and it's back again. All this velvet quiet, all these careful lines, still my thoughts keep pacing on the other side. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. Not in this water, not in this sleep. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. It doesn't stay when you pay to keep it. The piano drifts thinner, like a thread through dark water. I hear my own breath, too close to the glass. The pool light breaks on the ceiling and gathers itself back over and over like a hand trying to calm me. Maybe peace is a door that opens from inside. Maybe it lives in a voice I keep walking past. Maybe all this golden marble was only a place to learn that stillness is not for sale, and I was never meant to buy it. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. Not in this water, not in this sleep. You can't buy peace. You can't buy peace. It doesn't stay when you pay to keep it. Steam on the mirror, pool on the ceiling, phone face down, piano fading, white marble, empty water. I stay here until the room lets go. The shop is empty now, but the sign still says open. Rain keeps tapping the window like it knows my name. Your chair is old leather, cracked where the arms were held. Blue ink on the counter where the day left its shell. I pulled the blinds halfway, left the front light low, so the whole place feels like a thought that won't let go. There's a sketch on the wall, half a bird, half a thorn, and a dragon in pencil with one eye still unborn. I sit where you sat, when the room had a pose, and I keep hearing your laugh in the rinse and the hush. Outside, the rain comes harder. It bends the parking lot grass, under roads through the tin roof, and then slips past. I trace your lines in the notebook, the ones you started and quit. A wrist full of roses, a moth with a split lip on the tray by the sink. There's a coil of clean wrap, a little cap of black wash, and the needle still capped. I should go home, I know, but home feels too far when the hour keeps opening like a scar. So I let the night settle on the shelves in the chrome. Let the clock lose its grip, let the rain have the road. If a moment can't stay, then maybe this one will. And the ink on my fingers, and the room standing still. Mark me here, mark me now. Stay right here, mark me here, before it fades out. I want this ache to learn my skin. Stay right here, so when I wake, it still lives in. I found your old stencil, folded twice in the drawer. Edges soft as a memory from a week before. There's a coffee ring halo on the arm of the chair, and a little white feather caught in the wet air. I remember you saying some things need a clean line, but I watched how your hands shook when the light hit the shine. Maybe that's what I'm after, not a perfect design, just the proof that I lived here at this exact time. The rain on the awning sounds like a dozen thin nails. Thunder breaks over the block, then the whole room exhales. I turn off the music, let the silence come close. It leans on the mirror, and it knows what I know, that some nights don't pass. They get under the skin and keep their small heat long after they thin. So I press my palm flat on the tracing of yours, like I'm asking the paper to remember more. If I leave in the morning, will it all wash clean? Will the chair forget me? Will the ink lose its sheen? I don't need forever, I just need this to stay, a bruise of a moment that won't drift away. Mark me now, stay right here. Mark me here, before it fades out. This ache to learn my skin. Stay right here, so when I wake, it still lives in. The sign keeps glowing, the rain keeps time. I fold up the sketch work and call it mine. Valet left my keys in a paper ring, and I stood by the doors with my name on the list. Past the champagne tower, stacked clear as ice. Past the orchids leaning on the gold-eyed glass. Every table was a small, bright planet. Menus folded neat beside the polished plates, and the slow lights crossed the floor like water, while strangers learned each other by the waist. Her laughter rose, then another one answered. Heels touched down soft on the ballroom shine. I kept my face in the edge of the room, like a coat nobody came to claim. My black suit jacket hung over a chair, one sleeve slipping toward the carpet seam. Phone face down and face up and face down again. 3 ignored messages burning in the screen. One from my brother, one from work, one from her. All of them waiting in a row. I watched the bride turn once in a dress, and the whole room leaned into the glow. I knew that kind of joy, it can look so clean from the far side of the glass, but I was somewhere in between. I stayed near the edge. I stayed near the edge while the room kept moving on. The hotel ballroom mirrors held the night in pieces, breaking it into frames. I caught myself in one between 2 couples standing still in the field of names. A man in suspenders lifted his mother and everybody cheered like it was rain. I smiled at the right time, clapped at the right time, like I was following a script in pain. There was cake on the cart, pale layers, and a knife with a silver handle. A child ran circles through the grown-up shoes, then vanished under the tablecloth tangle. The DJ called for one slow song, and the floor turned soft with moving light. Arms came up, bodies closed their distance. Everybody finding somebody that night. I checked the screen again under the napkin, just a thumbprint and a bruised blue glow. No new words, just the old small weight of everything I don't let show. They were all so alive in the middle of the shine. I was standing in my life like it happened to someone else in time. I stayed near the edge. I stayed near the edge while the room kept moving on. Later the mirrors went darker, the champagne sank low in its tower. Someone handed me a plate with one last strawberry and said, "You look tired, just take an hour." I laughed in the right places, lifting my glass when they called our names, but I could feel the flow under my shoes like a borrowed thing I couldn't explain. When the band packed up their cables and the late arrivals found their coats, I stood by my jacket over the chair and watched the room lose its final gold. The bridesmaids gathered bouquets and phones, the mascara bright in the lobby light, and the doors kept opening, closing, opening like the building itself had learned goodbye. I put the messages back in my pocket, didn't answer, didn't disappear, just stood in the hush of the emptied hall where the last song still rang in my ears. Some people leave with a hand to hold, some with a promise, some with a bruise. I left with the weight of my own life and a face I could almost use. Light on in the glass will be washed, the mirrors will forget our shapes, but I'll still know that room by heart, the way happiness looks from the shade. 2 a.m. and the room still closed. One last real turning for nobody's. Black leather seats still warm from bodies. Now it's just me and the after image. The lounge is dressed like a promise, gold trim, glass shelves, velvet shadow. A tray of ice melting slow beside me, whiskey left in a short, heavy circle. On the screen, the credits climb again. Names rising, falling, rising again. Silent white lines over black, like nothing ever wants to end cleanly. My phone face down and face up, a small heart moon in my hand. The lock screen asks for attention, like it knows I came here to avoid it. Outside, rain combs the windows, tall paint, slow streams, bruised reflections. Cars pass low on the avenue, dead ties making brief wet signatures. I sit back where the light can't reach me, projector spill on the armrest, every stitch seam on the seats, catching the faint silver edge. This place costs more than it should. This hour costs more than I have. Still I bought the silence by the minute, just to hear my thoughts get smaller. The glass keeps its coat at the rim, the room keeps its scent of polish. My name stays folded somewhere deep under all this borrowed shine. I keep until the room forgets my face. Yeah, I came in late with my coat down, paid too much for a better dark. Took the seat in the middle row, like I wanted to be difficult to find. The attendant nodded without asking, gave me the look people give when they see a man alone in luxury and don't wanna name the shape of it. Now the menu light on the table throws a pale blue bruise on my wrist. There's a plate with untouched olives, a lemon twist drying in salt. I tap the screen then leave it, tap again then leave it, just to keep my hands busy, just to keep the night from opening wider. Somewhere in the hall, the door closes, soft as a decision made too late. The sound lands once and it's gone, like every plan I built this week. The credits keep the patient crawl, names, departments, units, dates, 1,000 small lives in order, while mine feels stacked in loose boxes. I know what I'm doing it, I know the shape of the trick, by the dark, by the quiet, by enough velvet to numb the mind. But the city keeps breathing outside, rain on glass, brake lights below, and the louder the screen goes blank, the more my own life shows through. The glass keeps its coat at the rim, the room keeps its scent of polish. My name stays folded somewhere deep under all this borrowed shine. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling, until the room forgets my face. The projector clicks to a soft drift, a pale scene moving over the seats. I lean into the red stitched armrest and let the hum take up space. There's no one left to impress, yeah, no one left to explain myself to. Just rain drawing thin white threads down the black windows of the lounge. The city out there does what it always does, keeps its appointments, keeps its appetite, keeps passing through the wet dark like I'm the only thing standing still. I take one sip, let it sit, heat in the chest, then gone. The glass is half a small apology, the kind you don't say out loud on screen. The names still rise one by one, then vanish, as if every ending needs witnesses, even when nobody stays. So I stay in the premium dark, in the soft blue spill, in the rain edge window frame. I stay with the quiet expense of it, the leather, the glass, the polished floor, the silent film counting itself out like it knows I'm counting. Till my phone goes dim and brighter, a pulse in the hand, then still, and somewhere past the glass, the whole wet city keeps moving. I don't need rescue, I need a little more time, a little more light on the seat beside me, a little more credit to run. So let the names keep passing, let the room keep its clean, expensive hush. Let the night wear itself thin against the windows, against the dark. I'm still here, not lost, just outlasting the ending. Doors locked, Zamboni Park, the place still breathes. I came in through the side door, with the day still on my coat. Blue on the ice, blue on the wall, blue in the places I don't show. My hoodie sleeves went dark at the cuffs from the melt at the edge of the ring. I stood there a minute just looking at the circle I used to believe. The speakers keep humming a little, like they forgot to go home too. I puck my drags through the shine, like a thought I can't clean through. The cleaning machine sit in a row, small ghosts on the top and dust. The handles caught in the dead eye light, like they were waiting for us. Far crawls up the glass doors and turns the parking lot soft. I watch my own shape blur and I don't reach out once. Everything here holds still, even the cold takes its time. I've been wearing them fine too long, like a badge with the pin half bent. Blue ring, stay blue. Blue ring, stay blue. No one sees the thought under these frozen shoes. Blue ring, stay blue. Blue ring, stay blue. I stand where the noise went and let it pass through. Months of nodding at tables, months of yeah, I'm good. Months of keeping my face arranged like it should be understood. I learned how to fold my hands so they look busy, not lost. How to laugh at the right small parts and skip the parts that cost. Now the boys give back my outline, thin as a scratching glass, and the ice underfoot remembers every weight I never let pass. Everything here holds still, even the cold takes its time. I've been wearing them fine too long, like a badge with the pin half bent. Blue ring, stay blue. Blue ring, stay blue. No one sees the thought under these frozen shoes. Blue ring, stay blue. Stay blue. I stand where the noise went and let it pass through. The broom leans by the penalty box. The bristles split and pale. The last rink light shakes on the ice like a thing trying not to fail. I press my palm to the glass, feel the fog give way in return. Some nights you don't break, you just stay cold enough to learn. The door signs down, the speakers hush, blue on the ice, blue on my cuffs. I walk out slow with the rink behind me, and the fog on the glass still holding my shape. I'm still in a booth at 1:15. Door shut hard, badge light green. Dim LEDs on a rack glow blue. My phone face up with the same 3 truths. Half a page of lines I don't believe. Another line crossed out, then 5 more leaves. Yeah. Coffee cups lined up by the wall. Cold rings on the desk. One spill, one fall. Headphones hanging loose round my neck, like I left my own voice in there. Outside rain keeps tapping the glass, like it knows I'm trying to pass. For the version that never shakes, for the smile that never breaks. But the room keeps a copy of me. Every breath, every pause, every crack it sees. I keep dressing up the ache, keep building what I can't say. If I open up my mouth, will it all come spilling out? One honest song, that's all I want. One honest song before the night is gone. No pose, no script, no polished lie, just one real line before I call it. They like the caption, the chain, the grin, the way I walk in and I play that thing. But I'm tired of the staged up frame, tired of turning hurt into brand new flame, tired of saying I'm good, I'm up, while my hands still shake when the room goes dark. There's a draft in the corner chair, like somebody left their ghost in there. I scroll past drafts with my name on top, each one 2 clean, too neat, too locked. I want the words that stumble first, the ones that don't dress up the worst, the one where I admit I hit every time the truth got too vivid. And maybe that's why this takes so long. I'm not trying to write a big stage song. I keep dressing up the ache, keep building what I can't say. If I open up my mouth, will it all come spilling out? One honest song, that's all I want. One honest song, before the night is gone. No pose, no script, no polished lie, just one real line before I call it. Rain keeps tracing the window seam. I see my face in the screen between the marker stains, the half-bent page, the room that caught me at every stage. I don't need a crowd tonight, I don't need a filter light. I need the sentence I keep dodging, the one that makes me stop pretending. If I say it plain, maybe I stay. Maybe the shame loosens a little weight. Maybe the kid I used to be stops looking away from me. So let the day run long, let the silence hold, let the room hit all of it. The tide, the crowd, the cold. No more hiding in the glass, no more borrowing a face. Just one honest song in this quiet place. One honest song, one honest song, one honest song. And if it breaks, let it break. I can live with that. One honest song till the windows fade. I'm folded in the backseat, hands buried in my hoodie. You keep both eyes forward, like the glass can do the talking. The avenue slips by us, all smear signs and wet reflections. I watch your jaw stay steady, like nothing ever moved it. Rain taps the roof in thin lines, the wipers count our silence. Your fingers rest on a wheel, like you learn not to reach me. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving through the dark. Keep driving, keep driving. Don't say what's in the car. Yeah. A red wash crosses your cheekbone, then fades before I catch it. We pass the deli window and the rows of shut-up taxis. I ask if you're alright now, you say yeah. In that flat way, the answer lands between us and stays there in the backseat. Rain taps the roof in thin lines, the wipers count our silence. Your shoulders hold a distance that wasn't there last summer. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving through the dark. Keep driving, keep driving. Don't say what's in the car. Yeah. At the corner by the pharmacy, you slow like you might turn toward me, but you just check the mirror and let the moment pass you. My knees pressed to the seat. My phone stays black and useless. I used to know your breathing before the streets got wider. The dashboard throws a pale shade across your watch and knuckles. Your hoodie sleeves are bunched up like you made room for nothing. Outside the rain keeps turning, every line it lays on pavement. Inside we are are two strangers with a shared address and nothing. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving through the dark. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Don't say what's in the car. Maybe it was one small turn. Maybe it was once of small turns. Maybe we got good at missing the exact time things went quiet. No fight, no slam doors, just that careful kind of fading, where every mile can hold us and still not bring us closer. Keep driving, keep driving, oh darling, keep driving through the dark. Keep driving through the dark. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Oh, don't say what's in the car. Oh, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving till the rain drops out the glass. Oh, 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 oh. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Let the distance pass. I lean my head to the window and watch our breathing differ. Your eyes stay on the avenue, mine stay on what won't meet them. We roll through the last long block under washed out window glow. No argument, no ending, just a space that keeps on growing. I found the floor at dawn, still wearing last night. My sleeves were folded wrong, and my collar bent my neck. The carpet held its breath under polished shoes. A cleaner rolled a car past the chrome and the glass. Slide lights were fading out like a thought I missed. One machine kept blinking at an empty aisle. The air was too cold for how tired I was. Security changed hands by the velvet rope. One guard rubbed his eyes, one checked the time. I watched him trade the night like it was nothing. Sun on the marble, I kept walking. Sun on the marble, like I forgot my name. No beginning, just the stillness. No beginning, just the sleeves on my arms. The roulette table sat with that felt pulled tight. No chairs turned around, no hands on the rail. A glass ashtray gleamed under a dead plant leaf, and a woman in heels crossed to the bank of doors. She carried a coat over one bent arm. I caught my face in the mirrored wall. Looked older than I knew, looked tired and slow, like someone who had stayed for every losing hour. The air was too cold for what I wouldn't say. A valet yawned once by the spinning doors. The gold trim shone on a room gone quiet. I stood there listening to my own shoes. Sun on the marble, I kept walking, I kept walking. Sun on the marble, like I forgot my on my near the cafe shutters. Someone stacked the cups, napkins in a neat roll. Sugar packet square. A man in a headset nodded me through. His smile had that careful in the shift shape. Outside the glass front turned pale and plain, but I stayed inside where the air stayed blue. Because the night had gone and nothing called me back. Only that quiet ache in a wrinkled shirt. I kept to the edge, past the locked off games, past the columns shining, past the empty champagne stems. No one asked where I've been, no one needed words. The whole place was moving without me in it. A screen went dark and another one followed. The last of the color slipped off the walls on marble. I kept walking, sun on the marble. I kept walking. Cold air, clean floor, loose cup, slow steps, security at the doorway, changing the day, and I let it pass through the back of my eyes, let it pass through me, like water through glass. The spotlights die, one by one, the shift begins and I am still here, wrinkled sleeves, empty tables, soft dawn, heavy chest. I don't turn around, I just keep moving till the sunrise finds me halfway gone. I pulled in on fumes and prayer at a gas station past nowhere. Your black SUV wore the road, a whole season in the dust. You were standing by the freezer glass, counted coins and looked up fast, like you'd heard my engine die before I even turned it off. You said, well, look at you, like we had just left school, but your face had gone more sharp, mine had gone more hard to read. The coffee machines were humming low, the coolers lit your tired coat, and that old playlist in the store was playing soft. Through bad speakers, we laughed too loud, then stopped. Like the night might break if we moved. You asked, you still on that road? I say, yeah, but not the one you knew. Look at us now, look at us now. Same sky, different names. Look at us now. I don't know how we got this far, but there you were by the pump lights. You told me you had 2 kids and a house that leaks when it rains, a job that starts before dawn, and a dog that hates your mail. I told you I split from town, stopped sleeping through my own phone, took a job that ain't my weeks, and learned to live on plan. You checked the scar on my hand, I asked about your wedding band. You held it up, then turned away, said it didn't make the landing. We didn't make it tragic, we just let the facts sit in the room, like a receipt from 2 long lives folded under the windshield. The clerk behind the counter was restocking plastic cups, and the desert pressed his cold white face against the glass outside. You said, I used to think we'd stay the same forever. I said, that's funny, I was thinking the same thing. Look at us now, look at us now. Same sky, different names. Look at us now. I don't know how we got this far, pump light. We stood there with our paper cups like we were holding back a storm. Your sleeves rolled up, my collar twisted, neither of us in any shape to fake. You talked about your oldest kid, how she sings when she's upset. I told you I still keep a map even when I don't use it. Then you nodded in my car at the crack windshield, dust and dance. Said you always did keep moving like stillness was a dead. I said you used to disappear then come back with a better lie. You smile like that one hit a nerve, and maybe it did a little. The neon on the price board glow green over pale fuel cans, and somewhere in the dark beyond the truck rolled through like distant thunder. Then the quiet got real, not sad, just real. Two lives fully lived side by side in the cold. You touched the hood, said it's strange, isn't it? I said yeah, and meant the whole world by it. No grand speech, no clean return, just two old names still able to lay. Look at us now, look at us now. Same sky, different names. Look at us now. I don't know how we got this far, but there you were by the pump lights. You tossed your cup, I tossed mine too. We watched them vanish in the bin by the door. And you give me that halfway, the one that means drive safe, call sometime, be here if you can. I got back in, turned the key, the engine shook, the night stayed wide, and through the glass your taillights rose, then yours, then mine, two separate rows. One station left behind, one old friend, one small bright stop, on the edge of changing. The showroom kept its shape after everybody left. White marble held the ghost of every step. Two champagne glasses by a velvet placard, one lipstick ring and a single cracked ice cube. I sat by the window in a loner chair, watching towers blink through the giant glass. Black gloves on the seat like they forgot a hand, and every badge on the wall looked farther than before. The cars were all posed like they learned to wait, paint catching the room in long clean slices. My face on the hood, been gone in the curve like the place could keep me, but not the feeling. Security lights kept losing their nerve, a slow green flicker over chrome and glass. I held my breath like it might explain why the quiet felt so expensive. Still here, under all that shine. Still here, and it don't feel mine. Still here, still here, still here, still here, still. The sales desk was dark except one screen glow, a floor map open to tomorrow's numbers. There was a scent of polish and cold air vents mixed with citrus peel in a tipped over flute. I walked past the flagship with the doors locked tight, touched my thumb to the glass where the reflection split. City lights came in like a borrowed thought, soft and distant through the high windows. Every coupe looked ready for for somebody else. Leather smooth as a promise I never heard. I tried on the silence of the private room, but it sat on me like another suit. No music, no crowd, just a hum in the wall and that thin little post from the emergency sign. I watched the clock face above the service bay, lose another minute to the polished floor. Lights kept losing their nerve. A slow green flicker over chrome and glass. I held my breath like it might explain why the quiet felt so expensive. Still here, under all that shine. Still here, and it don't feel mine. Still here. By the loading door, the night went pale. A truck rolled past with its own red trace. I stood in the watch of a passing beam and saw my outline start to thin. Not broke, not saved, just not anywhere between the lease papers and the scent of rain. So I left my handprint on the inside glass, then watched it fade with the rest of me. Still here, the floor goes dark, the windows keep the city still here, and I walk out slow like I was never the story. Pulled in past the sign when the clock looked tired. I fed the machine my coins like I was buying time. The gate bit down slow and the brushes came alive. My phone stayed dark in my pocket like it knew the answer. Water slapped the glass, then slid in long sheets. The wipers made a nervous little back and forth prayer. I watched the soap bloom blue, then turn to green and white. Every color crossing over like I thought I wouldn't keep. I can't keep this moving. I can't keep this moving. Let the tunnel turn me over. Let the night stay outside. Just keep me moving. Just keep me moving. I can hear the dark wait, but I won't open that door. Just keep me moving. Just keep me moving. For one more loop of phone, for one more pass through the road. The speakers in the wall, off the low mechanical hum. Nothing in it had a name, but it felt like company. My steering wheel was cool under my right hand. I traced the seam in the leather like a map to nowhere. A fluorescent strip above me glitched in hell, and the whole dashboard lit up like a small command room. I checked the rear view once, then looked away again. Didn't need the whole apartment sitting in my throat tonight. The machine kept changing lanes with its own blind patience. I let it wash my minutes into a different shape. I can't keep this moving. I can't keep this moving. Let the tunnel turn me over. Let the night stay outside. Just keep me moving. Just keep me moving. I can hear the dark wait, but I won't open that door. Oh, just keep me moving. Just keep me moving. For one more loop of phone, for one more pass through the road. Now the wrench comes down hard, and the windshield goes silver. Street names break apart in the trembling lines. I think about the porch light, I think about the silence, I think about the shape of my shoes by the edge of the mess. So I drive slower through the last spray, like if I reach the exit clean enough I can stay unspoken. The machine breathes out and the ceiling opens, And I get this minute when nobody asks me anything. The light is empty, all that shine on the pavement. My mirrors carry droplets like tiny unfinished sentences. I sit here with the engine soft and the gear still low, watching the color drain off the back window. One by one, the numbers on the dash cool themselves down. The light is empty and the night keeps widening. I let the silence arrive, but only after the water. The tires ticked on grit when I finally roll forward. A few beats trail the hood like they still wanna stay. Past the exit comms, past the vending machine glow, past the place where the brushes stop and the air gets honest. I don't go home yet, I make one more slow turn around the far edge of the lot where nobody's standing. The car keeps humming with that soft after feel, like motion can be a room, and a room can't be enough. I wait until the last drip leaves the mirror frame, then I breathe with the empty light and keep the engine on. The bathroom door sticks halfway, like it knows I came back wrong. Mirror lights burn, pale and honest, over the sink, over the tile. Yeah. Water runs slow from the tap, then as if it's thinking. I set the sneakers on the floor, white leather dimmed to a gray moon. One lace hangs in the puddle, one toe cap is scuffed open. My knuckles split at the second joint, red dried into the folds. I turn the faucet a little more, the pipe answers with a cough. Steam won't even bother rising, just a cold shimmer in the glass. My phone face down on the counter, screen still full of what I won't read. 2 names stacked, all lowercase, 3 messages left unread. I don't touch them, I just kneel there, palm under the sink light, watching the night drain out in pieces. A drop slides off the heel seam, then another, then a line of water, finding every bad decision. I fold my sleeve up higher, I brace the shoe with both hands. The room gets smaller, quieter, like it's holding its breath with me. Slow rinse, slow rinse, let it come off. Ooh, slow rinse, till the stain goes off. I twist the paper towel tight, press it into the welt marks. The smell is leather, soap, metal, and that sharp bite of spilled perfume. There's a dark smudge near the soul, city grime, maybe blood, maybe both. I scrub in circles so small, they look like I'm apologizing. Mirror lights keep my face split, one version blinking, one version still. Hair stuck in my temple, damn shirt wrinkled from a stranger's couch. Outside the window the dawn starts to glue the top edge of the buildings. Inside the bathroom stays hushed, only the tap, only my breathing. I rinse the cloth in the basin, the water turned to faint pink red. I stop and stare at my hands, how they shake when nothing's happening. The text buzzes once then quits, the screen lights up the counter, then dies face down again, like it knows better than to ask. I watch the blood from my knuckles, with the gentlest pressure I can manage. The cuts sting awake, then go numb under the running stream. A drop slides off the heel seam, then another, then a line of water, finding every bad decision. I fold my sleeve up higher, I brace the shoe with both hands. The room gets smaller, quieter, like it's holding its breath with me. Slow rinse, let it come off. Slow rinse, till the stain goes soft. The left sneaker turns in my lap, cleaner now, still not innocent. A tiny crease by the arch keeps the shape of the whole disaster. I work the brush along the edge where the rubber meets the live foam gathers in the tread grooves. White islands in a dark sea, the sink light catches wet stitching, each thread bright as a small rescue. I think of the room I left, the chair, the glass, the slammed door. I think of the joke I forced, the wrong laugh at the wrong table. I think of all the words that arrived too late or came too short. The bathroom fan rattles once, the apartment answers with silence. Somewhere far off, a bus size past and dawn keeps opening itself. I set the clean shoe beside the other, one still rough, one almost ready. My fingers ache from holding on to something that won't hold me back. The phone is still face down, the screen stays dark as a promise. I let the faucet taper to a thread, watch the last drop falling. Stop. One shoe, then the other. A slow pair of ghosts, mirror lights pale and steady. Blood gone from the seams, I stand up carefully. The floor is cold behind me, the basin empties, ahead the morning waits. The harbor holds its breath before the sun can choose a side. Boats lean shoulder to shoulder in the black blue water. My shoes tap wet wood, like I'm late to my own name. I signed it with a pen that shook, then watch the ink dry hard. Now the folder sits in my coat like a second rib cage. My phone keeps lighting up, names stacked on names. Congratulations, congratulations, all those little sparks, and still my chest feels empty. Like a room after the last gas leaves, cold ocean wind cuts through the seams of my suit. I keep walking the docks, past the slips with polished brass, past ropes slick with salt, past the steward hosing down the pier to boats. Rock slow, like they know a secret they keep to themselves. Across the basin, the skyline folds into the water. Windows tremble, their thing goes squares, but up here everything is silver. Wet plank still cleats, the glen on the rail, the dark holes breathing in and out. I check my screen again, thumb hovering over nothing. 300 messages and none of them ask if I'm alright to stand here, if I'm alright to feel this quiet. Somewhere behind me, a gate clanks once and settles. A chain answers softly. I press my hand to my pocket, where the contract lives. Heavy as a brick, heavy as a metal, heavy as a door that closed behind me. Success came in, it left me here. Success came in, it left me here. I got the deal, I got the view, but nothing in me knows what to do. Nothing in me knows what to do. The marina lights are dying, one by one at the far slips. Not off, just dimming like tired eyes. A fox color mooring line drifts against the pylon, then slips away. I breathe in deep, sea salt diesel varnish, the clean cold by the morning. Before morning is born, my dress shoes squeak on a seam of rainwater. Each step a small complaint against all this money, all this proof that I could be wanted. Can be signed, can be counted, can be called important, and still feel like I'm standing outside the life I just bought. A girl cuts low over the mirror water, then turns toward the dark mouth of the channel. I watch the wake open and close behind the yacht, like a thought that won't stay still. The city lifts slowly now, a pale line under the clouds, brick by brick, window by window. It's all arriving without a sound. My reflection breaks each time a wave rolls through it, and the face in the water looks younger than I do, looks less certain. I rest my forearm on the rail and let the wind take what it can. From the heat in my skin, from the noise in my head, from the applause that never touched me. breaks in pieces. Horn fall off, a chain tightening, a hole knocking softly at the dock. I don't move, I let the sky thin out, I let the gray widen, I let the boats keep rocking. Slow, slow, like they're rocking me, like they've done this before, like they know how a victory can land without landing. The water keeps the skyline in its broken hands, and I keep standing here in dress shoes on wet wood, watching the first light make everything look earned, and nothing feel finished. You lock the door and grin, say sit down, you're up. The shop still smells like powder and a green bottle cap. The clippers start to buzz like a bug trapped in a jar. I watch the game on mute through the TV's little glow. Hair falls on black floor tiles, little dark commas in a row. You took my hair with 2 fingers, like you've done this for years. Nothing needs explaining here, we just let the night go quiet. Yeah. Street light on the window, thin and pale and steady. A cold soda on the counter, sweat running down the can. You check the line in my temple, I say yeah, that's good. You give a nod and keep moving like that says everything. Keep it low, keep it calm, keep it low. We know how this goes, no need to talk. Buzz and trim, fade and fold, buzz and trim. That's all the night wants from us. Keep it low, keep it calm, keep it low. We don't need much more, no need to talk. One slow pass, then we're done. One slow pass, that's all the night wants from us. The game on TV changes, somebody misses why. We don't even look up when the crowd starts to sigh. You flick the cape, I feel a cool breeze at my neck. A white line on the counter where your soda used to sweat. You laugh once through your nose, that's some joke I didn't catch. I smile like I heard it, cause I know what that meant. The mirror gives us both back in pieces and in frames. 2 tired faces, 1 small room, 1 long pause between the words. The clipper hum falls softer when you reach around my ear. Your watch taps the comb once, then the room goes still again. Street light on the glass and the barber pole is dark. Everything outside keeps moving, but in here it can wait. Keep it low, keep it calm, keep it low. We know how this goes, no need to talk. Buzz and trim, fade and fold, buzz and trim. That's all the night wants from us. Yeah. Keep it low, keep it calm, keep it low. We don't need much more, no need to talk. 1 slow pass, then we're done. 1 slow pass, that's all the night wants from us. Yeah. You dust the back of my neck with that soft little brush. I lean into the chair, let the whole world loosen up. There's hair on the sink and no both of our shoes. A red can, a silver can, and 1 lamp left on. I think about how easy some things are with you. No big talk, no tight smile, just a hand in a few. You turn my chin a little, say hold there, like you mean it. And I do, I always do. clippers rest, but the TV still glows. Somebody shooting free throws in a room across the screen. You wipe the counter clean, slow circles with the rag. The floor keeps what it got, little black towels, little straight threads. I stand up and shrug on my coat. You shake out the cape, we look at the mirror once. Then there's nothing in particular outside. The streetlights wait on the glass like quiet pins inside. The shop stays warm with the small work done right. One more grin from you, one last nod from me. Door opens, cold hits hard, then the night takes over. And I leave with the cut that feels like sitting still for a while, like being understood without having to spend a word. The lane lines fade in the gray-blue air. Warehouse asleep with their rib cage bare. Orange lamps stain the puddles thin. I let the car roll, let the night wear in. Your message loops from the cracked old phone, soft in the dash like a voice half known. I keep one hand on the wheel, one loose, past chain link fences and a busted fuse. Low gas blinking like a tiny thread, enough to go but not far, yeah. Steam lifts slow from the sewer vents, like the whole block trying to forget. I left the place with my coat half on, mouth full of salt and the taste gone wrong. My friends kept talking like I wasn't there, laughing at glass with a vacant stare. Now the road gets thin and the dark gets kind. I can hear that voicemail tearing through my mind. Keep rolling on, keep rolling on, through the empty dawn. Keep rolling on. I don't know why I don't stay, I just drift, then fade away. At the red light, nobody's behind me, just wet brick walls and a forklift sign. A stray car tipped in a loading bay, and a window lit in a far off way. I think of names that slip my grip, faces blurred in the after riff. People leaning close, then leaning out. All that warmth with a lot of doubt. I used to bend just to keep the peace, smile too long till it cracked my teeth. Now I watch the sky turn pale, like a bruise you get from a handrail. The phone goes still, then starts again. Your voice comes back in a broken frame, not asking much, just saying hey, like the world might open if I answer straight. But the road gets thin and the dark gets kind. I can hear that voicemail tearing through my mind. Keep rolling on, keep rolling on, through the empty dawn. Keep rolling on. I don't know why I don't stay, I just drift, then fade away. Past the fence where the leaves turn black, past the lot with the busted stack. The sky grows weak at the edge of town. In the orange land, I'm so bowed down. My knuckles ache from the wheel so tight, like I could hold one honest night. But it slips like rain through a cracked palm line, gone before it ever felt mine. I don't hate them, I don't blame them now. I just felt myself leave somehow, while the music thinned and the cups ran dry. And nobody asked why I went quiet, so I keep this crawl through the iron block, past the sleep of the loading dock. If I reach home, it'll still be there, same old room in the same cold air. The voicemail fades, then comes back in waves. A small goodbye in 1,000 shades. Steam on the curb, sky turning white. I am not broken, I am just district. Left me leaving pieces. Keep rolling on. Keep rolling on. He asked where I was going. I said just south the canal. He laughed like he knew the block. Then he tapped the meter twice. It glowed green on his dash, like a tiny aquarium. Rain kept writing on the glass, and the radio spoke in sax lines. He said, "You from around here?" I said, "Long enough." He nodded at the red light, lit a cigarette with one hand, then stared at the crossing walkers like he'd seen that film before. He talked about his daughter, how she hates his old jokes, how she texts him one word when she wants money. He said that's love, I guess, and coughed into his sleeve. I watched the traffic lights break apart on the wet road, green, then yellow, then gone. In the mirror, his face looked tired, not sad, just used up, like a coat left in the rain. He asked if I believe people ever really change. I said sometimes they just get quieter. He smiled at that, kept his eyes on the lane. The fog on the windows went silver at the corner. He said that's close enough. And for a minute, neither of us filled the space. Just keep driving, let it go by. Just keep driving, we'll tell the truth tonight. He talks, I listen, the rain does the rest. Just keep driving, that's all that's left. A bus has passed us, spraying the curb like a wave. He told me about his brother who vanished after winter. No drama, no note, just the phone that rang out. He said he still checks every unknown number, then shrugged like that habit belonged to somebody else. The sax on the radio turned soft and smoky, and I caught him humming under his breath at a stoplight, like he forgot I was there. Until he said, funny thing, you can be lonely for years and still not know it's loneliness. The light changed, and he didn't move right away. We sat in that glow with rain ticking on the roof. He dragged his cigarette slow at the edge of the window, then cracked it just enough for the smoke to leave. He said, I used to think life had to mean something. Then he looked over once like he regretted the size of it. Now I'm fine with details. He said the wet curve, the fair sign, a stranger paying cash, my hands on the wheel. When he dropped me off, he didn't ask for a tip, just nodded at the door like we'd shared a weather report. I stood under the awning while he pulled back into the rain. His taxi folded into traffic behind the red and amber reflections. The meter's little glow was the last thing I saw, and for once that was enough. I missed the last train home. Watched it slide out clean. 2 platforms of air, and my reflection in the glass. Now it's just me in here, and the old waitress folding a rag in half, like she's done this 1,000 nights. She tops off my cup with a steady hand. The steam rises once, then disappears into the van. My jacket hangs over the chair like it's waiting for a body that already moved on to some other version of me. Stay a little longer, stay a little longer, stay a little longer. That's the whole spell, that's the whole spell. Keep me in the room, keep me in the room till the morning comes through. Across the street, the station clock blinks green. A train map on the wall with all its clean little lines. I'm between names tonight, too old for the kid I was, too new for the man I keep pretending to be. Counter shines under bleach and patience. The waitress wipes in circles like she's drawing time away. I ask for pie just to have a reason to stay in this booth, and I answer the bigger things. The sugar packet tears too easy in my hands. The spoon makes a bright click against the porcelain. Side outside, one cab rolls past, then the corner goes still, and I feel that gap again between one life and the next. Stay a little longer, stay a little longer, stay a little longer. That's the whole spell, that's the whole spell. Blue neon, blue neon, blue neon. Keep me in the room, keep me in the room till the morning comes through. Yeah. She says you can sit as long as you like she's offering me the softest kind of rescue. And not like I know what I'm supposed to be, but the truth is I'm just learning the shape of staying. My coffee's gone bitter, my sleep smells like sugar. I watch the steam on the window fade into nothing. The station across the street keeps all its promises, and I'm still here with my hands around the cup. A truck comes past and the booth trembles once. I think of keys on the counter and a room I haven't found yet. Not lost, just unparked, not broken, just between doors. The waitress stacks the sugar jars with a careful little tap, and for a second the whole place feels held together. Stay a little longer, stay a little longer, stay a little longer. That's the whole spell, that's the whole spell. Blue neon, blue neon, blue neon. Keep me in the room, keep me in the room till the morning comes through. She wipes the last cup dry and turns the sign to open. I pull my jacket from the chair and it fits me different now. The sky goes pale over the train tracks, and I leave with a coin in my pocket and time on my sleeve. Not young, not settled, just to wait, just to wait.